Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing on this beautiful Wednesday morning? Man, weather is so nice here. I love this time of year. It is 73 degrees and sunny. Can't beat that. I don't care where you are. How are you guys doing this morning? I'm in a great mood this morning, so that's always a plus. I'm getting excited about Blade Show. That is going to be fun. I'm trying to think about all the videos I'm going to shoot while I'm there. And I guess I should go live a bunch of time, but I need to have a second camera that I can have footage to make some individual videos with. By the way, good morning TC, B Shady, Knives Are Life, and Mr. Drummer. Mr. Drummer, are you getting excited about Blade Show? I'm actually staying about 45 minutes south of Atlanta in a VRBO house on the lake. So I will be driving in, but I didn't want to really be in Atlanta anyway. And a girl wanted to have a nice house on the lake instead of like a hotel room, so that's what I got. Even though I could have got a hotel room for basically free. So that's cool. I would like to be able to leave the chaos of Atlanta and go out to the lake, so that'll be fun. So, got quite a few knives to show y'all today. A lot of them, some of them are new. Some of them are not new, but they are all liked by me. Yeah, hotels aren't nearly as nice as a Airbnb or a VRBO. I agree with you, Mr. Knives Are Life. So let's talk about what I carried last night really quick. And then we will look at some other pocket checks on the Discord. So let's see. I carried the full track in my front pocket last night. And just because I like the way it's feeling, a lot of people wouldn't like it because of how heavy it is. And I don't think, yeah, they didn't do any kind of milling, and they should have. Of course, this is a clone. I'm not sure if the original has milling. But I was curious about the weight of this thing because it's pretty chunky. Being solid titanium with no milling, I would guess it's probably 9 ounces. Could it be 9 ounces? Good morning, Scott. Not positive, but let's see how close I am to 9 ounces. Okay, I'm way over. It's only 7.32, but that is still a pretty heavy knife. A lot of people would hate this thing just for the weight, but I like it. And then, as you can see, the Anthem got replaced as the back pocket knife, and the Sabertooth got replaced as the front pocket knife. So the back pocket knife was that new $72 Tucson. This thing has got some of the best action now that I tuned it of any knife I've got, and it's just very comfortable. And it's got that sleek look that I like. I did look yesterday, and they are sold out on White Mountain Knives, but I'm sure they'll come back. So yeah, I had this in the back pocket. It makes a great sound when you open it. Perfect shut. Yeah, warnie. Speaking of warnies, I got a new knife in the mailbox yesterday, and that is that Tucson that I ordered off of eBay with M390. And this is it. I did a review of it last night that I'm going to be putting out here in a few minutes after the video. But this one has a heck of a tip. It's not a warnie, but it does have a very piercing tip. And the tip on this thing, I opened a box. I started to open a box this morning with it, and it is very, very pointy. You're welcome to put them in Discord, B Shady. It's easier to show the pictures in the Discord, but you can type it in chat too. Doesn't matter. You can do both. I don't care. I just like to include people that put them in the Discord so I can show them on screen easier. I mean, I can go to your Instagram and all that, but it's just easier. I've got Discord brought up, so. But yeah, I did an unboxing review of it, so you will see it soon if you care to see it. Just a tip. Yes, sir, just in time. I do have a Discord. It is at the top of my YouTube page. There's 2 links. My Instagram and my Discord. It's not invite only right now. It may be so in the future, but at the moment it's open invite. So just go to the top of my YouTube page and join the Discord. So yeah, that's what I got yesterday. And let's go look at what is popping up on the Discord really quick. Let me set the where it'll come up right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. So it looks like there's B Shady's yesterday post. Here is Nick T's pocket check for this morning. He's got some heat on him. He's got the high grain design DeVille, the Evolve EDC Sin, a tactical tie pin, a Lawty clicker, and an issuing stitches Hank. So I would say this is some kind of clicker. Did the cards move? It was called a Lawty clicker. Let's let me do a search. Can I do a search? Search with Google. Croc Beats clicker, magnetic fidget toy. Ah, that's something else. No, that's the Croc Beats. I don't know. Maybe the cards click. Maybe they don't. So let's see what else we got here. Then we have Mr. Scott, who's got a Sin cut, couple of pins, or a pin and a pencil and a pin, and a Gibson Guitar Challenge coin. That's a Watuga. I like knives with fullers. I like Sin cuts too. Gibson from my hometown, so I like Gibson. I was born in Nashville, Tennessee, and I believe Gibson was too. I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me. Yeah, so cool. And then let's see, under knife picks, Mr. TC Ed Durbin asked if this knife made the other knife look big. And I really like that hoeback. Psalms 23 hoeback. So yeah, the little Spyderco does make the hoe back look large. That's an awesome picture. And then this is for Mr. Ed, the famous Mr. Ed. Good old picture of a saber tooth with a lanyard on it. I'm guessing the lanyard is why it's for Ed, other than the fact that me, TC, and Ed all bought those knives. Really quick, I started working on a possible collectible for the channel with a posable Nedge robot. I'm going to tweak him and make him out of actual knife scales of known knives so that they're recognizable. But I was thinking about maybe talking to a collectibles company and seeing how much it would cost to get a few made up with posable arms to where he could hold knives for pictures. So I thought that would be cool. But that's the prototyping of that. Just messing around with the carbon fiber and G10. I'm going to have G10 carbon fiber and some wood. And I have him where he can hold his hands to hold a knife. Kind of like that. He's going to be about 18 inches tall. Maybe. And it should be pretty proportionate to that knife size and him. Welcome just in time. Back to the pocket check. Let's see. Reverse cotton candy Redemption 229 kickstop. Cool knife. Nice anno job. Did you do that anno job just in time? I hope so. TC Blades is carrying a Rockstead, a Tucson, and a McNeese today. And he has those same little titanium cards or whatever they are. Yeah, that Chavez is pretty. Let's see. What is next? Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's look at TC's little... I like... That is a Hyga. No, it's a... Don't tell me. 'Cause I've got one of those. Oh, it might be a Hygo too. I don't know. But yeah, super cool knife. Oh, nice, just in time. It's cool. Doesn't matter who did it, it's still pretty. I did want to do a quick unboxing on here. I know this is a knife show and all, but I think I know what's in this box, and I started to cut it open and open it, but then I wanted to be surprised on video. So this is the box that I cut with the tip of this knife, and it went right in and just cut the box open. So this is an unboxing of my latest acquisition from my replica watch dealer. This is a 75th anniversary Omega Seamaster that I have not seen yet, except in pictures and video. So let's get into it really quick and check it out. I know some of you guys like watches, so the rest of you will just have to deal with it for a couple of minutes. I've got lots of knives to look at, so that's cool. So this one did come from the U1 factory, and it's supposed to be decent quality. It's got some oil on it. Oh, it's actually got a... Is that a... terrible scratch on it? Why, yes it is. No, it's crud. I'm hoping. It might be a scratch, and it might be a return or some money back. That pisses me off, but let's get the sticker off of this thing. Try to get into it here and see if we can get all the plastic off of it. Gotta cut this off. Wow, that knife is sharp. I have taken the band-aid off of my right thumb, but the left thumb is going to need it for a week or two because it needs stitches. But the right thumb will probably end up busting loose again if I hit it on something, but I just would prefer things to air dry. But it's not that bad of a cut. It made a big flap of skin, but morning, Pete. And I'll be done with this momentarily. Just want to get this stupid plastic off of it. Y'all have to forgive me. I guess it is my channel and my videos, so. But I don't want to run people off who are just wanting to see knives, so. At least there's knives around, laying around too. Stupid plastic. It didn't have the plastic where it needed it, evidently. Down on the good old electrical tape on a bandage will cure anything. Oh my God, what do they make this plastic out of? Dead souls? Like, good grief. Alright. We're about in, guys. I swear we are. Except for the front. And the part around the case. So this is supposed to be a, like I said, 75th anniversary one. I'm hitting both the stems. Alright, now we're in. Finally. Good grief. Alright, so yes. It is the 75th anniversary of the Omega Seamaster. Looks really cool. Let me feel the bezel. Bezel feels good. Nice and tight. The back looks cool. If it moves good. Oh yeah, it moves super smooth. Wow, it doesn't want to stop spinning. Yeah, this is the Omega Seamaster. Yeah, I like this 75th anniversary edition. I've got another one, but it's not the same blue. I like that blue. Sorry, I had to go over to my watch box. I've got the same basic watch in the blue and gold, but you can tell the 75th anniversary edition is way bluer, but they're both cool watches. This one is not running. Actually, it just started moving because I brought it over here. That's how good the movements are in them. Alright. Enough about watches, but that is a cool color. The colors aren't, y'all can't see the iridescent kind of color to the dial, but the dial looks great. Alright. Set those back out of the way. Throw this tag away. Alright, so I've got a bunch of links today to a bunch of cool knives I want to look at. If y'all have any y'all want to look at, just let me know and we will look at them. I ran somebody else posted in the pocket check. Was that just some text? Oh, he's talking about his Chavez is on skiffs, so that's cool. I ran across an old website that I wanted to show y'all really quick that has a knife on it still that me and Mr. Ed definitely want. And this is the Lawtee site. Looks like they have a lot of cool little stuff. Aha, there's fidget slider. Okay, so they do slide open and close. That's super cool. Bearings for their products. A bit driver. Is that a bit? No, it's a fidget spinner. Bit series. Looks like they have a lot of cool little EDC stuff. Well, that's pretty cool. Jackpot fidget spinner. Surprised you don't have one of those, B. Shady. Working on lottery machines and such. Hit the slots, grab the jackpot. That's pretty cool. But here is the link to that site that I ran across. I want to bookmark this page because I like stuff like that. This is an old page that is no longer, it's defunct. It's Kevin John's old Venom Knives page. And it has one on here that me and Ed want, which is the Wing, which is a larger version of the Loxa. Pretty much exactly. And it is a beautiful thing. And I wish that I could still find it for $440 because I would buy one. It is called the Wing, as you can see. And this page has quite a few of his other versions, including, I believe, let's see, Attacker, Bone Doctor. You can still get the Harpoon and the Bone Doctor occasionally. T-Series Dagger. Pretty wild looking knife. That's definitely a cool looking knife. Morning, Ron Crow. Welcome, sir. But just so y'all can see, the similarities. I've showed this before, but right here is a video. Whoops. Where am I at? Alright, here's a video of the Loxa next to the Wing, so you can tell the difference in size between the two. But they're basically the same knife, just an XL version. And anybody that's held a Loxa knows how nice that XL version would be. So me and Mr. Ed are both looking for one. Super cool knife. I've showed it before. I'll show it again until I find one, and then you'll see it in real life. Yeah, the billboarding, you know, I don't like it. I agree. But you could always sand it off and mirror polish the blade on it. That's what I would end up doing probably. Because, or put a nice hand satin on it. Because even my my Maverick, oh man, I think I put the Maverick in the good case where it's supposed to go. Since I moved a bunch of knives out of the good case. Let's see, where did I put it? Come on, where you at? Because I added a bunch of knives to the good case. Yeah, here it is. So you can see on the even on the Maverick by him, but this milling that he does, like the fit and finish of his knives, no wonder he works for Custom Knife Factory now, because the milling and stuff on this knife is just beautiful, and the shredded carbon fiber and all the fit and finish. It's got a Zerk backspacer with custom cutouts. Everything about it. This little insert on the clip is Zerk. But yeah, the billboarding on it is rather big. But once you have the knife, I don't know, it's not as big as I thought it would be. Like when you're looking at it from like this distance, if you get right up on it, it looks bigger than it is. But it is definitely billboarding. But the action on this thing is perfect too. And this has one of those non-fail detents. You cannot fail this knife. I don't care who you are. It will not fail. The detent, I've tried 1,000 times to fail this knife. But yeah, the milling and stuff on his, I mean, no wonder Custom Knife Factory does such a good job on their sales nowadays. Super cool. Might as well leave that one sitting out since I got it out. Now, we've got a bunch of links that I wanted to go look at, starting with a few new ones. Let's see here. Let's bring back up the Firefox. Let's click my link channel. Oh, we got B Shady's Pocket Check first. So that is this window. He's got his Jaeger. I'm gonna say Jaeger. Like Jaeger bombs. What's that top knife? Guess, yeah, what's that knife? Devo? Is that a Devo? Be shady. Well, yeah, Devo Nip. And the Modest Mary Fixie. Yeah. I like that nip. Is that a slip joint? I'm guessing so. I told y'all I'm not good with, still not good with my Devos. You'll have to forgive me. I do like that Modest Mary. Well, let me see here. Let me turn off. Let me go back to the browser. Go to my secret channel on Discord and look at some of the knives. Oh, yeah. Before we get into all the knives, I had a couple things. Well, I ran across this, which was a super cool Magna Cut. You can buy blade blanks, make your own handles, and from this site, Architect Knives. And I wanted to show y'all this. So this is a cool 6.5 inch Magna Cut, uncoated, saber grind blade for you to make your own custom handles with. So I thought that would be fun. And then I went to the Shop All tab and noticed they have sheaths, but they also have AK series knife blades, and they have quite a few to choose from 3-inch, 3.5s, 4.5s, 5.5, 6.5s. This 8-inch one is still for sale for $99, $10.95, high carbon steel. So that would be a super quick, easy way to hand sand your own, handle material. And as I've showed lots of times on AliExpress and the Thai Seek store, this store right here, Thai Seek, if you go to do-it-yourself handle material, they've got pretty much anything and any material that you could ever think of. So if you want to do it out of micarta, you can buy your favorite micarta for $10 each piece. So for $20, you can hand sand you a nice micarta handle for that. So that's super cool. If you want it out of wood, you can buy the wood and many other materials. Composite G10s. Here's some more crazy colored G10s. Snakeskin honeycomb resin plates. If they got a nice purple. Yeah, look at that purple, TC. Purple snakeskin. So that would be a cool way to go on those blade blanks. And gold copper foil. You can get all kinds of knife handle materials for little of nothing. Shredded carbon fiber. That actually looks like pretty good shredded. It's pretty wild. So yeah, thought I would share those blades with y'all. And like I said, this they got 3V, they got S35VN. This is a 3-inch blade. It looks like they're out of stock of most stuff, so it's just an idea. I'm sure there's other places like this that have the same kind of stuff, but they need to get some of this stuff back in stock because I like some of these blade shapes, especially like this 4.5-inch one right here. So anyway, that was one of my first links. Then a second link I've got is going to bring up a question. Have you had to deal with removing broken screws? Because this post just came up on he just bought a Holt Morpheus and the screw head broke off. And he had to drill it out, and he was heartbroken. I would be too if it was that on that knife. But that's probably something we need to go over one day on a Thursday video on how to drill out a broken screw and replace it. Maybe chase the threads with a tap. Yeah, drummer, that's what the people said in the comments that if he reached out to Holt, he was pretty sure that the Holts would fix it because of how nice they are. Which reminds me, I don't know if y'all heard me say, I guess yesterday, the guy the guy that I had talked to about recommending a bunch of knives and ended up giving me that Tactile Maverick for free. The 3 Holts were the ones, 3 of the knives that I recommended. He's probably going to end up getting a, well, can't even remember what he said. He's going to get a, what is it? What did he say? Oh yeah, a Harsey. So he thinks he's decided he's going to get a Spartan Harsey, which is another great choice. I suggested, I actually found a pretty cool Harsey that had a, Da Vinci pattern. Let me see if I can find right here. I think. Check out this Harsey with this Da Vinci pattern. Okay, that's not the right one. That's not the right one. Let's see. Harsey Da Vinci. This is the right one. So check out the pattern, the carving on this, the back side of this. It's got the cool Da Vinci drawings of a man and stuff. And I thought that was a pretty cool model. I actually sent him some links to a few different models, a plain Jane one. They got a new Gunfighter edition one that's still available on their website right now. This one right here, which that one's pretty cool too. I like the Harsey. It's a nice knife. Then of course I sent him a link to the plain Jane one, and I believe there was a, let's see, there's a dot matrix one. I'm not sure which one this one was. Oh yeah. So if you like just a little bit of pizzazz, there's one with just a little. Those are big knives. Basically a 4-inch blade. And then maybe, good morning, Sever 7. How did your live end up going? Did everything work all right? Did you get it figured out? Hopefully you did. All right. After that, I saw a link to a Hinderer with some cool scales. Since we talked about Hinderer yesterday, thought I would bring this one up, show y'all this one. This is an XM18 with zirconium scales. Beautiful knife. I love those oil slick scales. Looks like it's got good action too. So that's a 3.5 inch Hinderer. Your chat should have automatically been up, Sever 7. It should have been up in the top right corner. Unless you started it through YouTube again or something. But yeah, if you would have managed your stream through OBS, then you should have just seen your chat automatically. I don't know. I guess it was all wasted time. You must have started it through YouTube again or something. I don't know. We'll try again sometime. Refresher. Because we had your chat working. Your chat was already working yesterday before you even started. You should have had both, but yeah, I get it. Like right now, this is what I see. Uh, I see the YouTube live control panel down there in the bottom middle, and I see the chat up in the top right. So there's the little green bar I was telling you about with the dropped frames. You can see it says dropped frames 107, 0.1%, and then it shows you the upload speed with the little green bar. Like that's, and it tells me right there's the timer how long we've been streaming. It says 40 minutes and 10 seconds. So there's all the stuff that I couldn't show you yesterday because it wasn't going on live. But yeah, I don't know what happened. We'll figure it out. All right, let's see. Back to my links. So after that one, I had a bunch of cool new knives. This is one that Bestech has been releasing quite a few knives recently. And this is one that I ran across by VK, and me and Pete were talking about one of my VK Kaisers, the VK1 FL, I believe. But that was a cool. It wasn't my favorite Bestech that I did bookmark, but they have another one. Let me see if I can find it before I click on all these other ones. Right here. No, that's not it, but that is one of their. Like I said, some of these knives aren't new, but they're knives that I like. So they're titanium knives that I like, that I thought we would go over. The Vestige is another one. And here's the one that kind of looks like exactly like the Kaiser. This one's called the Navi, and it's a weird looking knife. That's awesome, Sever 7. Yeah, that time of night, yeah, is a lot different than 8 a.m. in the morning. But yeah, that's great. I'm glad you went great. So there's a few Bestechs I looked at. Then, have y'all seen the new compact Zen from Kunwu? Great price on it. A little over 3-inch blade. Just in time. You're welcome to lurk as long as you like, sir. But I wasn't sure if everybody was familiar and knew that that was out yet. I really like the looks of it. I bet it'd be super comfortable. And I bet it would fit a lot of you guys' hands perfectly. And then we talked about this one the other day, but the mini buckhorn is also out, which is another beautiful knife. And would probably fit pretty much the same as that last one. I'm going to have to get a buckhorn and a mini buckhorn. They're both on my list. I love the milling. I love the look of it. It's different. You know, it's different enough to be cool, like, in my opinion. And then why not show a custom warning in Gavco? Because, you know, why not? It had the purple. And Gavco makes some cool designs. There's another version, new one of his with the Spidey hole. So those are all pretty awesome. Let me go through here and close down some of these so my browser won't be a resource hog. Then there's a new Microtech manual with the sheep's foot. It's called the Matrix. Didn't know if y'all had seen that. I haven't seen that one. I've seen the other ones we talked about, but not this one. See what this... Let's look at it in... Let me give you some volume.
They aren't US-made Microtechs, but here they are. This is the Matrix. It makes
these are imported, so these are China-made.
$465 for this knife. You've got that 3.8-inch blade, or just about, M390 steel here. This version is the fully serrated version for extra ripping power. Really nice details on the blade. I like the crown spine. That's going to make it nice and comfortable. And the handle, awesome too. Maybe a little less on the neutral front. It kind of holds well in one particular grip, and that's the saber grip that I have right here. The index finger groove here might get in the way if you're trying to do other, like, you know, fine control grips. It's not quite that kind of a beast, so keep that in mind. Carbon fiber inlays on top of a titanium frame lock. This is not a one of those sub-frame lock style designs. You can see the titanium there is same part as the back of the liner right there. So I wouldn't call that a liner lock, though. Someone, I'm just anticipating the comments. Someone's going to say, "Well, isn't it a liner lock then?" I wouldn't say so, because it's, you know, really thick titanium right there, and then it's milled down and out to make space for that inlay. Actually, there's the view of it right there on the front bleeding edge, so you can see what's going on. Awesome deep carry milled pocket clip here from the back. The glass breaker there on the end, however, means it doesn't completely disappear in the pocket when it is pocketed.
That's a huge glass breaker. Wow.
It's tail mounted and reversible. Nice touch. I also like the ball bearing.
I wish you'd had a regular blade version.
Also a nice touch. And the hidden lanyard slot there. All good stuff. Let's check out the flipping action, shall we? Reich made, ball bearings in the pivot. As anticipated, there are no problems in the flip or the flick whatsoever.
All right.
Next up, some
cool little knife. I mean, big knife. Sorry. Next, I had the Spidey hole version of the high fin custom that he did. Which is a pretty awesome knife. It's pretty pricey. It was a I Can Dream knife. And then I had do any of y'all like the Riot Terminators? Oh no. We've got AC noise. I'm going to have to replace this AC out here. There you go. As you can hear, it's making a crazy noise. But I was curious if anybody else likes the Terminator. Or do you think it's too wild looking? Like, what are your views about the Terminator? Or the Riot T1000, which is another one. Which is, overall, this one's a TX228. And I was curious what y'all thought of it. Riot does some cool stuff, and that's probably worth every penny, even though it's $500. Oh man, y'all couldn't hear what he was saying about the
price,
lock mechanism.
Maybe
My
a limiting
bad.
factor for some people because
So the double lock on
lock
them,
disengaged. I cannot close.
it's got two
It commits
hardened pins.
to its ridiculousness, and that's probably
you
why
push in.
these have been so successful. Right here, we've got 2 hardened steel pins. Let me show you that again. You can push in on them, and then it locks the blade in place. Even if I have the frame lock disengaged, I cannot close that blade. To disengage the lock, you sort of use this hidden feature here. You push this part forward, it pushes those pins apart, and then you can let that blade swing closed. The deployment action is very satisfying. You know, it's got
So sorry,
so much.
I mute the audio sometimes when I don't realize it on the web browser, just because I don't want copyright deals. But yeah, that lock mechanism super cool. Over-engineered from Riot. This is a Auto EOS Eldorado. This is a new knife that I hadn't seen. I'm not sure about the hot pink, but I do like the overall look of it. They're calling that purple, but it looks more pink. And I guess it could just be the pictures, but I like the milling on it. I like how it looks when it's closed. Looks pretty cool looking knife. I mean, that's definitely pink though. I bet it's pretty comfortable. So that was a new one I saw. Let's see, there's a new one that Sever 7 might like, which is the Slim Lion Steel and Spyderco collab. I liked it as well. I've liked a few of these Spyderco Lion Steel collaborations. I've got another one on down here to look at. Here's a really pretty version of the Rockstead that I bookmarked. I love that pattern on that. I mean, that's something else. That's pretty awesome. More knives need that texture. I mean, that pattern. I'm not sure why there aren't more of those already with the bright white and black, but I've not seen anything quite like that. But that's a beautiful Rockstead. Let's see, what's next? Big Design. So their Pocket 2, that's a very classic look. That's been out for a while now. I believe they did a Indiegogo or Kickstarter or something. Big Eye, I said Big Design, Big Eye Design. And somebody in here has talked about that knife or has that knife. But it's one that I liked. It's just it's just a knifey knife. Like, just looks like a knife. And I even like the fact they just called it a, Pocket 2. Like, I think they just call it like the Knife 2 or Tie 2 or Titanium 2 or something. I'm not sure. But as you can see, it's just a simple knife. Great deep carry clip on it. As you can see, I like what they're doing. I'm going to look for them to do some more here in the future. Let's see, what is next? Oh yeah, y'all have heard me talk about how Remet is just doing their thing lately, and I brought back up the disassembly and the Kestrel. Like, both of these knives, to me, are just showing what Remet can do and what they need to stick with. Like, they're really knocking it out of the park, in my opinion, on some of these knives. And I will probably have to own both of those at some point, just to see how they feel in hand. And then this is the other collabo that I was talking about. This is the Spy Nano flash batch. So it's just a small batch that they did. This one's been out for a little while too, I believe. But this is just a smaller version of the Spy My 2 that some of you would like. Be a great little utility knife. I'm sure it has the removable flipper tab. Yeah, it does. You can see the screw on the bottom of that picture right there. So you can just unscrew the flipper tab and remove it. Cool little knives. Let's see, what is next? Oh yeah, the Quattro. This is one of their knives. There's a few different models of this. I picked the blue and black one just because it's the one I preferred, but they have all kinds of different patterning on this knife, and I liked it too. Front top flipper deal, kind of big. It's also got the removable thumb stud, so that's pretty awesome. Let's see, what is next? Oh yeah, just a few Wii's. A lot of y'all like Wharncliffe's, so I thought I would show the Zenthra. Pretty cool Wharncliffe. That's a nested frame lock, which is kind of weird. And then this is one that I wish they wouldn't have put the holes on again. I just don't know why they added. I mean, the whole backspacer is open, so what do speed holes actually do? I mean, makes me mad. That's another knife that I love that I wish they would just remove those stupid holes. That one's been out quite a while. The Fermi, the reason I brought it up is because that's one of the models that Tenable almost sent me to do a review on, and I liked that version of the concept version. The Deadite is another cool one. Concept's doing their thing recently too. Civivi Star Flare. All right. Yeah, I've got one of those. I've got the red one. I've got that exact knife. Yeah, it's pretty close, I would say, huh? The Warncliffe and the what happened to the? Hold on. All right, so we got this one and this one. Yeah, definitely is lots of elements from it. That is the budget. I mean, that would be the budget with the pivots are a little different, you know, and I wish they made a Warren. I mean, I like the blade shape on. I like the higher back on it instead of the blade on my Star Flare looks weird. It's too much of a point, like an arrow, where that one rounds out. So I do like I wish they put the blade on the cheaper version, you know. But yeah, that's cool. Let's see. And then we all still need to. I still need to get a silver wing with my love for Kaiser. I'm not ready to pay that for a Kaiser, I guess. But it is their limited edition. And if I'm going to be a true Kaiser fan, I should probably have one. I do think it is a beautiful knife. I love the blade shape. I love the two-tone titanium and all the milling. I mean, everything about that knife is excellent. Yeah, everything about it I love. I don't know, just something about it. Let's see. Then we got the Quinceris, which is another one that I like. I'm sure Sever likes that one as well. And these were just some I ran across. Oh, here's a definite knife that I've got to get because y'all know I love Jesper Voxnaes. And he came out with his own Chillin type, like the Nightshade, Vosteed. Everybody seems to be making a version of this recently. They changed the name to the Chillin Cutter. From the Nightshade and the Mini Nightshade, and this is Jesper Voxnaes' version from Fox, and I love it. Price is decent. I love his clean lines. I'm not so thrilled about the vertical milling. I kind of wish it was either plain or like
talked about S90V a second ago for really high stainless edge retention, for really high stainless edge retention, and I'm talking up there rivaling stuff like 10V and 15V on the carbon steel side of things. M398 knives, including a couple new versions of the Chilen, I almost called it a flipper, the Chilen knife here, a Jesper Vaknes design. We have a full titanium, milled titanium handles, $275 for this with a 3.15 inch M398 blade. Superbly high edge retention. Not an incredibly tough steel, like, even probably less tough than S90V. You do have a little bit of extra thickness on the blade here to bring some strength back into things, but phenomenal edge retention. The ergonomics on this are really nice too. The blade kicks down quite aggressively, so it's pretty easy to use the point of that knife. Deep carry, or not quite deep carry clip, but you do have a wire clip. We've also got, for about the same price, $271, a carbon fiber version. And I like the lightness of this carbon fiber version compared to the titanium. Both are very nice, but this has a more nimble feel.
That might be the one I get, even though I don't like carbon fiber. I might try a light version.
The titanium
like utility type knife.
So that tells you a little bit right
Good
there.
Utility blade.
M398, awesome steel. Haven't worked one in anger yet, but as we're starting to see more examples of that steel, should probably.
All right, so that's cool. What else did I have? Another lion steel knife. This is one of those smaller knives that intrigues me a little bit. I'm not usually a fan of smaller knives, but I do like lion steel. I like integrals, and I like, I don't know, this one's not an integral. I thought it was, but it's not. For some reason, I don't know why I thought this one was. Oh, it's got removable sides, kind of like the woodpecker does, I guess, because the pivot will be internal. Yeah, that's another one that I've been looking at, Sever 7. I think I would like it too. I think you're right. What about this Thoth? Have we talked about it, or we thought about it? I didn't. I haven't. I just wish Concept would quit doing Damascus on everything. Like, you can't find a good-looking version of this knife without the stupid Damascus. I mean, it's not stupid, I guess, but it's just not my thing. Like, so they have other versions, but they seem to all have the Damascus, I think. I mean, they don't all have it, but the ones that look nice have it. I've got to get something like the bright pink, what they're calling purple haze, but that one is, I don't know, it's definitely got some pinks to it. And then they have these two-tone versions. I mean, I guess I like this dark wash better than most of them. But they seem to throw the Damascus on the pretty ones that would look good with the plain blade. Like, that blue one would look good with the plain blade. That one would look good with the plain blade. And I just don't like that blade steel, to tell you the truth. I mean, it's probably going to last as long as I need it to, but I don't know. Like, they seem to choose the patterns and the colors wrong, a little bit wrong for me. There goes that stupid air conditioner again. Yep, I'm going to have to fix that. Oh, yeah, and what about the smaller, little, inexpensive Tenacious in titanium? They've got a even cheaper version in titanium that I thought would be a cool little, I mean, they've got one now in plain titanium right here for $117, $112.50. Like, that would be a great little, if it, yeah. And I don't know why they by default put the clips for tip down, but at least it is reversible. But I thought that's a great little budget $112 knife. Now it is on washer, so it probably doesn't have the best action ever. Because I've got a Tenacious, and it actually, with the G10, it's got pretty terrible action. Yeah, it's small. The Tenacious is small. Which one am you calling not small? Which one's not small? The Tenacious? It feels small. I don't know, since it doesn't have like a forward choil, it's pretty small. It's got, I don't know, if you saw it compared to like, here, let me grab my, or maybe I'm thinking of a different one. Maybe I don't have a Tenacious. I guess I don't, because I didn't think it was a 3.3 inch blade. Which one do I have? Hold on. I've got the, well, I can't find it now. I swear it's over here. It's one of the Spydercos I'm going to be selling. And, I guess I don't know where it is at the moment. Maybe it's the... Maybe it's another one that starts with a T. I could have sworn it was the Tenacious, and it's little. But maybe this one's not. I don't know. I mean, the one I've got is like this little. Like, I'm making finger marks on the camera that y'all can't even see, but the one I've got is like short, like this little. Yeah, 3.3 inch blade is not small, drummer. You're right. I mean, you're totally right. But oh, I think it's the Efficient that I have. Is the Efficient a small one? That might be. I think I was confusing the Tenacious and the Efficient. So, is the Efficient small? Yes. So the Efficient is the one that I was talking about. Sorry, drummer. Yeah, you were totally right on that. I was confusing the Efficient and the Tenacious. They're two of their budget models, and I guess that's why I had them confused. But that one, I don't know, that one seems pretty small. It's got a 3-inch blade. Ambitious. Yeah, 2.3 inch. Okay, I don't have one of those, but that one definitely is small. Yeah, 3.3 is not small. I was totally wrong. I wasn't looking at the stats of it. I was thinking that was the Efficient. My bad. Good catch, drummer. Wonder how big, what is the size on this thing? 2.56, so that one is small. Yeah, here's the, I had that link already sever, so that one was coming up for sure. But I definitely need to get one of those. That's about as close to thin and narrow that I get, because the handle is a little wider. I don't know, the proportions look good to me, and it's 4-inch blade. That's a big boy. I'm going to try to find one. I need to add that. In fact, let me add that word to my Reddit knife search, a knife swap search right this second. Add keyword Cuminol. A Cuminol. Add update. All right. Next one that pops up for sale, I'm going to jump on. Let's see. What do we... only got a few left. We're almost done. Then we'll get back to some other stuff. I still love the Techno 3. It's another little smaller knife that I do love. One of the reasons I love it is in the title up there, the chamfered edges. Super comfortable. I love slice design. I love the slice buoy. Let's see. This was a different one that I hadn't seen. It was kind of wild looking. The tracker. Wanted to see what y'all thought about that. I don't like the holes in it, but what do you do? It's probably, that's a VG10 core Damascus blade. I'm wondering if that's what Concepts are, is VG10 also. Probably. Here's another Bestech I forgot earlier. Maybe I did show it. The Clastic. I thought Sever would like that one as well. Got that reverse Tanto and a harpoon back to it. And the bead blast looks good on the handles. They are VG10, the Concepts. Yeah, I figured you would like the Classic. And then the last one I had was this one. This was another one for Sever from Bestech. I love the milling on it. I love the down the middle inlay, like carbon fiber all the way down the middle. Got a good price on it. Not too, I don't like the disc flippers too much, but that one looks like a little spaceship landed on top of the blade. Man, that AC has got to go. Like that noise. I'll be buying a new one this week.
Last but not least from the Bestech lineup, this is the Kombu designed Pridwen from Bestech. $306 for this one, again with Magna Cut steel, almost 3.7 inches on this one, and they call it a sheep's foot blade on the website. It's a little bit more of a modified lamb's foot if I'm going to split hairs, and I'm the one up here talking, so I guess I can if I want to. It's fine. I'll let it go.
Sorry about that buzz in
the background.
A lot
of extra detailing.
I'm going to get rid of this AC
knife,
next day or so.
A little bit more ornate, a little bit more sculpted, perhaps, might be a good word for it. And that makes sense considering the designer here. This kind of
that dark carbon fiber gold pattern is pretty nice too.
Touching all of the blades, but hey.
There we go.
Titanium for the handles. This one also has a dark matter fat carbon inlay on the front and the back side. You've got that inner mounted milled pocket clip right there. Frame lock with nice, fine, tight lockup. And you can't even see the cutout for the lock bar here because it's covered up by the inlay. Nice little trick right there. Now, one thing you will have to watch out for on this knife is unlocking is a bit of a deliberate affair here. It's kind of the same thing you have happen sometimes with some frame locks. If you're putting pressure on the lock bar when you go to flick the thumb studs, it can sometimes be difficult to open. I'm finding that I have to make sure I'm not putting any pressure on the lock bar when I go to unlock this knife, or else it kind of sticks on me just a little bit. So keep that in mind. Action on this knife, you've got ambidextrous thumb disc here at the top.
Why do you just say it has some lock stick?
Detailed thumb disc. And it does work pretty well.
Lose their contract with Bestech, that's why.
Flick with that. Quite nicely, just don't cut yourself. And you've also got a front flipper. So here we go. Place your bets now. Haven't tried it yet. Doing it first time on camera. Put in the comments right now whether I succeed or fail.
Yes.
Go ahead.
That one was fine. Yay! Check them out.
Yeah, I like that one.
Last
for that shape, it's not a normal. ZT auto. Yeah, I like that ZT auto too. What's it called? Oh, I'm sure it's got a number. That's the 0044. Oh, that's the button lock. That's not the auto. I thought that was the auto one. That's the manual version. Where's the auto? Oh, you like that one. The 0556. That one has the center. But I kind of like how that Bestech has the, whoops. I don't know, it widens out at the end. So it doesn't look kind of even. I like I don't know. I don't like the ZT as much because it frames it all the way around. It just kind of makes it like in the center. I think design wise, I think I like that better. Of course, all the milling helps too. A lot of knives have that central framed carbon fiber deal, but not many of them have it go all the way to the end on the other end and kind of go through the middle like that. I guess that's what I like different. Yeah, that gold one did look pretty cool. That dark matter gold. He said the price on it was like $308 too, where this one's $255. I'm guessing because of the gold accents on it, and see if it really is $308 or whatever he said. Come on, internet. Don't act crazy on me. Maybe this is the only version they have now. Yeah. Blade HQ has got 306. Yeah, the one in the video, it looked way better than that. The bronze color looked better and the dark matter looked better. They need to get that one's got the purple dark matter. Hot pink. See you later, Ron Crow. I'm off today, so I'm just chilling. That was the last one I had a link for that I went through and made links. So now y'all gotta help me come up with something else to look at or talk about. TC, I think you messaged. I think you and Pete were talking about possibly some kind of like build your own knife or something, and you had a case of something. Why don't you shoot me the link to that thing? And let's take a look at that. That'd be cool. By the way, you said something about that you ordered me a knife. One of those budget somethings. Have you gotten those yet? How are they? Like, I'm not asking for mine. I'm just wondering how they were. I don't even remember what knife that was, but I believe it was like no, it wasn't an Amazon. It was on a website. Can't even remember what knife that was, though. But when you said you had a case of the other ones, it kind of reminded me that it made me remember that other one you said you bought 2 of or something. Gin knives, and those are on Amazon. I guess the link is in the Discord, maybe. Let me go look. I don't even know where that was at. Was that in the links? Yeah, Gin Rhino. All right, I got it. Never mind. I was just being lazy, I guess. Oh, so it comes as a kit. Build your own button lock, plunge lock. That's pretty cool. 9CR. Now that is a little blade, 2-inch blade. I would get the. Did they send you some jade ones? Have you made a purple one yet? Front flipper. Turn off the stupid music. Yeah, that's a cool little thing. I'm sure that'd be a cool little project for Jed. Or for kids getting into knives. It's pretty awesome. Oh, you hadn't gotten them yet? And what was that other knife? What was that knife? I don't even remember. You ordered. What were we looking at? Like I totally blanked on that one. That one that you said you bought 2 of? Oh, you got a black version of the Seamaster? That's pretty cool. I have been rocking my chip watch for the longest time, man. And it is keeping perfect time. And I'm just loving this thing. You can actually see my whole name right now, what time it is. I should get the dial for my buddy's watch. I'm building him the next day or so. That'll be cool. I've got to actually take some links out of this watch. I always got to take at least one link out, maybe 2. I want to see how this one looks on the wrist, though. Can't believe he sent me a scratched one. It's a Chiplex. Yeah, this one's got ton. I'll have to take 2 links out on it at least. And I've got big wrist. That one's going to look good on the wrist. Got the gas release valve over here. Yeah, the bezel on it feels really good though. So yeah, you're anoing. Oh, you're fine. Oh my goodness. I just figured out what that was. I thought it was a scratch and whatever. It's still got the plastic on there. It does. It's all shiny perfect. Wow. I'm an idiot. Yes, sir, Pete. I did see the budget Migron Moyarl. It was on Amazon, I believe. I can't believe that I just pulled that off and it wasn't scratched. Drummer, stop laughing at me, man. I thought I got all the plastic off. You saw how much I pulled off with this thing. You're not allowed to laugh at me, drummer. Oh, it's still got the. Oh my God. We're pulling off plastic everywhere. It's still got the stupid plastic on the face. Y'all can't even see it right yet. Oh no, that was just a little. That was a little red thing covering the date. That's weird. They just put a little tiny plastic red thing, QC sticker, I guess, over the date. Now I can at least see the date. I don't know, what time is it? What time is it? What time is it? 9:30. Midnight, 6, 7, 8, 9:30. Boom. Now we got the right time set. Knives are life. You're not allowed to laugh either. So I don't know if y'all saw on my YouTube video, but I showed y'all that the Panarin design guy that made those two knives, the Kubi, he made this one. That's his logo. The Panarin Designs guy. He commented on my unboxing video and said thanks for showing his knife. And then I told him that I did one on the Eclipse too, and he commented on it and said thanks for doing it. So I messaged him on Reddit hoping that maybe I can get him on one of the broadcasts. So that'll be cool if he'll hop on and talk about his latest designs or something. Yeah, it does kind of remind you of Chevron, huh? But I thought that was cool. He hasn't answered me yet, but hopefully he'll want to hop on a broadcast. That'd be super cool. To get a guy that's in the knife design world besides Mr. Drummer, who's about to be famous for his design. So that'll be awesome if he says yes. If he says no, I understand too. I'm a nobody. Somebody just popped something else up on the Discord. What do we got going on? Knife picks. Oh, this is the bigger version. Oh, this comes as a kit too, huh? Okay, Pete. Hold on. I've opened a link. This is the the larger version of that little do-it-yourself knife from that company. This one is just a straight, liner lock? Yeah, liner lock. Pretty cool. Well, isn't that special? Huh. This white Vaquero looks pretty cool. They're all little kit knives. I mean, that's cool that they're teaching kids or teaching people how to build a knife. Like that's super cool. That's right along the lines of what I've been stressing. Learn how to take your knives apart. Like learn how to put it together first, and then learn how to take it apart. Pete said he posted something in the general Discord. Let's see what that says. TV sitcoms. Well, we're talking about Alf in the first one. Mr. Wizard's World, the second one. Reading Rainbow. Oh, what's the third one? I don't know what the third one is. Oh, wow. What's the fourth one, too? Who's got cornrows? Oh, the fifth one, I know. They're all standing on the staircase. Is that the Brady? No. They're all in little windows. Too easy. Huh. What is the sixth and seventh one? Dun 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 dun. Urkel, is that Urkel in that number 8? Is that family? I think I got a few of them. Yeah, I'd say they're difficult because I don't know. Mr. Ron Dobbins, good morning, sir. Yeah, I'm not sure, Pete. They're pretty hard. I'm not familiar with like cover photos. Weird. That is definitely an off-topic, kind of weird. It's different. Definitely different, Pete. Got 9 knives coming in today. That's pretty awesome, Sever. There goes the stupid AC again. I'm off today, guys. I know y'all could care less, but Dinosaurs, Community, The Office. Oh, Eastbound and Down. That is Kenny Powers, huh? The Brady Bunch. I thought I almost had that one. Friends. I don't even know some of those shows. What is Mythic Quest? And what is the It Crowd? Never even heard of those two. I definitely wouldn't guess them. I've never watched Community. I've never watched Dinosaurs. I've never watched The Office. I've watched Eastbound and Down. I've watched The Brady Bunch. I've watched Friends. And I've never watched Mythic Quest or the It Crowd. Pete, I believe you. I mean, I've heard of most of them. I haven't heard of the last two, but... And I've watched some of The Office. I'm lying about not watching The Office, but... Come on, AC. Stop making that stupid noise. Gonna have to put a stupid, Oh my god, it's so annoying. I could at least turn off the compressor. And it would stop doing that, I guess. Alright, now the time and the date is right on that thing. All I gotta do is take some links out and I can wear it today. Yeah, I figured the It Crowd was about IT. Alright. AC, you're getting put on vent only, fan only. Or getting turned off, one of the two. There we go. Got rid of the stupid noise at least. Man, that noise was killing me. This microphone picks up so good. I will get Oh, I thought that was Pete saying he sent a clip. But that was TC. I was like, I'll get demonetized. I mean, I'm not monetized. I'll get copyright.
Okay, so I got a number of their knives. I'm an affiliate with them. I have been for a long time. This is the Bumblebee and D2 steel. They have all kinds of variants. And dude, these things are razor sharp. Like, seriously. I use them to open boxes, all the usual stuff. Never had to sharpen one. Here is, I took the thumb stud off of this black one. So it's not as little as you think. Easily
Yes, it
3
is.
fingers because they got a good choil on it.
Yes, it is.
Nice button lock.
It's as little as I think. It might not be little, but it's as little as I
I
think.
haven't dyed this one purple yet, but you're right. It's probably going to happen. Jed's got a green one. The green kids one does not have an edge, but Jed's built some with edge. I took the leather off of this one, the Vaquero, and it is polished Damascus
Yeah.
with real bone. It is gorgeous. It has started to yellow over time, but when I got them, they were snow white. Dude, it's one of the best action knives I own. And I mean from a couple of $100 to... Did you see that? Oops, sorry. I got stuff on my hands. I've been working on knives.
Yeah, sure, knives. You got stuff on your hands. Is it white stuff?
This is the same version. I just
Sculpted.
textured the scales.
Yep. Good job.
I mean, look at that.
Yep. Looks like it's got great action. Bearings. Yeah, that's as small as I thought
So
it was.
these little ones are the only
2
ones that
inch.
are 9 CR. But everything
Rest of
else
are
they make
D2.
is D2.
That's cool. White stuff. Have you heard that Trump quote? He's like, "Have you got any white stuff?" Look, Trump quote, white stuff.
The White House says Trump is, quote, trolling with talk of 2028 run. Press Secretary.
I swear there's a quote where he says white stuff. Hold on. Trump quote audio white stuff. I got a buddy that's got it on. I don't know where it's at. I can't find it, but there's a funny quote of him saying white stuff. What was I doing? Oh, changing sources back to the camera. Back to the camera again. Yeah, I don't know who will get their, I don't know when the, dang it, I can't talk. Keep It Scale Stupid got his Kubi a couple of days ago. Hadn't heard from him about whether he likes it. The giveaway winners should be getting their knives. Depends on how close some of them are. They might get them to tomorrow. Didn't y'all talk about that Bees Blades or somebody takes like 2 months to send away giveaway knives or something? I try to get them out the next day. But, of course, I'm still tiny. That's why I like being tiny. Because I can take care of my peeps. I don't want to ever get too big that I can't take care of y'all individually. And show all y'all's links and videos you send me and pocket checks and all that stuff. This hollow ground blade is super cool and slicey. The unboxing of this will come out later today. I don't know what I didn't expect. I didn't know this was coming in. The tracking on it didn't show up right, so I didn't even know I was getting it yesterday. Yeah, I'm tiny, TC. That's That's what they say about guys with big hands. And the guys that like big knives, they're compensating. Well, anyway, guys, we're at 1 hour and 45 minutes. I think I'm going to start winding this one down. Go enjoy my beautiful day off. This knife is making a noise. What is loose on it? I should have tightened the screws like Ed told me to. Dang it. I know I'm supposed to listen to Mr. Ed, but sometimes I just forget these Chinese specials. Mr. Ron Dobbins, you have a wonderful day, sir. I'm not getting off just this exact second, but I'm going to start winding it down while I try to figure out what's rattling on this knife. This fine Chinese quality. Aha. There it was. It was this screw right here, and it was making this side of the liner make a noise. Just in time. Have a great day, sir. Get that video filmed and you have to use this weird square-shaped tool for the pivot and the body screws on this thing. Aha. No, that one's tight. And the pivot tool on this thing, I mean, this tool, it's a weird shape. It's got like it's a square, but it's a hex, I guess. But it's a double hex. So that's kind of weird. But I do think it's cool how they put the little spring in the end of it to keep it in place. So when you put it in here, it holds the spring, it holds it up in there, locks it in. And this is a prime example of where that color doesn't come across like it's supposed to, because this is a cool color, but the picture that you look at when you look at the knife, I'm going to show y'all real quick the difference in this color and what it looks like in the picture. So check out what the picture looks like. Full track AliExpress. Here it is. Well, images. Where's that weird color? There it is. You can't see the color, but it looks a lot redder and like weird color. I guess it looks gold in that one, but it looked redder in the ad. And I don't like the green one for sure. Alright then. Anyway, guys, I hope y'all have a great day. If y'all need me, you know where to find me. Tomorrow we'll be doing something. I'm hoping later today I can get something set up outside with the acids and all that and get it mixed up and maybe practice doing some black anodization. But if not, we might do a screw removal video with the drill press, how to drill out screws and re-tap them with the different tap. So I've got some metric taps and I've got some metric screws. So I've got a knife I need to fix and drill a screw out of. So we might do that tomorrow. I don't know. We'll figure out something to do as far as learning something or trying to learn something. Scott, just in time. Pete, Yeah, please hit that thumbs up for me, please. It helps the algo. I'm begging today. I'm in my begging mode. I think we are like 2 days away from things changing in the channel and maybe some more custom emojis and stuff in the channel. I don't know. Like, I don't even know what all that means, but I think we're a couple of days away. So that's good news. I guess we'll talk about that more when it happens, but there might be more of these little emoji things over here in a few days, along with some other little things you can click on over here in the chat. So I guess we'll see that when it happens. But anyway, guys, hope y'all have a great Wednesday. Appreciate y'all being here. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow morning. Y'all have a peaceful and hospitable and proficient, proper day. Yeah, we got to make a custom emoji for Nedge, huh? We got to make a Nedge emoji. That'll be cool. Well, all right, guys. Have a great one. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.